Morning, everyone. Perhaps you all had a good weekend. Dylan Thomas, spelt different as the author here. We'll start in a couple of minutes as normal. Look at this in a moment. We'll discuss at 1:30. I'm looking for a short on this, by the way. Morning, morning, morning. Okay, good morning. 1:30, we can start. I've got an idea. This training idea could be a separate here. Just looking at it, from the point of view of, could be a bit pretty on the 4-hour. On the weekly, it's a bit sideways, but every time it pops up, the sellers are coming in. Go back to the daily, see what I mean? The sellers are coming in. The 50 seems to be holding. Want to put a stop above here, and looking at the hour, every time it pops up, some sellers are coming in, or it's a bit. I agree, but overall, I think it's a possibility of downside on this one. Okay. On the economic fundamental front, don't think there's much happening there. I'll just quickly check. No, just the European. Regardless speaking, by the way, at 5 o'clock, and that's about it. So, yeah, there's not much other to worry about for present change. So I thought there might be some downside here. What do you guys think? What do you think about it? Just want to mention, I see a few names. This is an interactive forum where we discuss trade ideas, we discuss economic stuff that goes around the world, call it macroeconomics, and strategies and things like that, where we all interact and hopefully learn. Is that right? Not quite. I want to be below there on the EJ. Okay. No, it's below the blue and the brown. And for the normal trade below the daily is at the 100-day as well. But not an EJ, no. We'll come to all that stuff in a minute. But no, it's going to be below here for the to go from that strategy. Okay, so what do you think, guys? Morning, morning, morning. You can unmute, by the way, if you want to interact. Hello, Antonio. I think I spoke to your son, actually. I had a quick chat to him, and he said you were on here, and I said, who is that, Antonio? Okay, great. Okay, what do you think, guys? Do you want to look at it? I'll put it up anyway. You tell me what you want to do. So I'll put it up as I've got it already. Better. $100 a micro. What do you think? Any questions on it? Ready Monday morning to shoot straight into a trade idea. We've got another one, gold, but I might have missed it. We'll have a look in a minute. I like it. Anybody else like it? Anybody else?
Yes, I'm in.
You're in. Okay, right. Put it down then. 81.40. And it's call it 100. $100 a micro if you want to take it really rough. That gives you a few seconds if you want to take. Put it down. Don't forget, when you come to trade, keep a pen and paper handy. So you can jot stuff down, questions, etc. Remember to interact if you're not sure about something. While you're doing that, I'm just going to copy and paste the economic calendar for you guys. Just see a few names on there. Don't forget to make use of it, save it, minimize it the normal way. And I put the what we're talking about DXY, that's the dollar index. I want you to save that as well. And last but not least is the yields on the US 10-year Treasury bond or note. Just a second. So I'm going to be by mistake, so I'm putting check on that. Okay, that's sorted. Keep a note of that if you haven't got it clearly, and then just we'll talk about lots so you can refer to it. Don't forget he's putting you here. You've got to put a little bit about the basics, and obviously know how to operate the MetaTrader 5 platform. This is a trading room, not a training room. We do discuss trades. We do try and enlighten and clarify and answer questions on the knowledge basis, but it's not the sort of like a free trading zone. That's what Stock Market College is for. Okay, separate companies, they do the training, and then with but use that trading by interacting here on the practical aspects of the trading. To clarify that for everybody. Okay, it's not just a question of coming in and hoping you'll suddenly be able to flick a switch on trading. It's a bit more to it than that. Okay, so there we are. If you like it, now. The other one I liked, but we missed the ship actually. I wanted to get this morning at about 2003, 2004. We could chase it 2010, but it's a bit late to chase it now. But if you do like gold to chase it, we can maybe put a pending order if you like it. Where are we? It's wrong one, so I'm not talking about here. Pending. Oh, that's right. There we are. Already up there. What strategy is this now? You talk about the momentum strategy, about 1 hour below the red line daily, purely on momentum. We can do that if you like. Let's just do this one first. If you like it, I think it's chasing at 2013. If you get 2010, 2010 or better, obviously better, I think we can look at a buy. Just cover that first of all, Marley. This one here. Okay, so I'm just saying, anyone like this one? Put that one down as a buy, but at 2010. That's stop loss TP. If you want that, just take a note, copy it down. If you want, you can put a pending order. I'm not too sure about chasing it now. You might get it. You might get it, for instance. No, you won't get an instant 1.3. Not going to cut it. So you're going to have to do it as a pending. You've all got the position size calculator. Don't try and trade if you don't know your volume size. 36 around a micro at 2010. There you are. Give you a moment if you like it. Okay, so there it is. As if Pete just come in, got a pending order going for gold at 2010 if anyone wants it to enter, not a pending order. Okay. Right, well, it's quite simple. Well, we'll just go through a few old trades before we come back to that. We've got a few out. AUD JPY was a sell. This is on the 14th, which was, if I remember, let's have a look. That was Monday, 16th, 15th, Friday the 14th. Okay. Yeah, Friday the 14th. So that was in again. AUD JPY. Okay, that was a sell at 89.75. At the moment that is holding, it's up 20 pips against us, but it's not a total train smash. The 50-day moving average seems to be holding. So if anybody's not in that trade, I think it'd be a better entry to go and take it. So anybody not in this trade and would like to do it as a sell, AUD JPY. If so, please tell me, post, be quick about it, because we want to move on, stuff to cover. Yes or no. And then I'll put the RR up, calculator up.
Still in it. Thanks, Rog.
Okay. Anybody else? RR. Okay. Right, so what we've got saying stop loss 1961. And the TP, that's a short, sorry. And the TP 8821. So you get quite a good risk reward there because obviously you get a slightly better price. There you are. If you want to take that, there you are. If you're in the trade, just hold as normal. It just chances are you've got a slightly better price, so I missed it. And likes it, they can go into this price now. There you are. I'm already down, just already taken on Friday. which is giving you a chance to get a better price. Sometimes it works by missing a trade, sometimes it doesn't. In this case, if it works out, it does. Okay, you've all got that? Great. AUD USD was a sell at 6770, also on Friday. That's clearly a nice healthy profit, 60 odd pips. Well, you know the score. If you're in a nice profit of 60 pips, modify your stop loss. Okay, so the guys in this one, obviously, if you're not, don't chase it now. The ship has sailed. But if you're in it, modify your stop loss into profit, so you're protecting yourself completely, and hopefully you get more upside. Where to? I think give it a 40 pip stop, so you can make it 50. 0.6750. It's not much 20 pips built in, but it's 20 pips you're going to make, even if the thing goes sour and goes pear and goes up. So you protect yourself. So make that a winning trade, whatever happens. Modify you at 6750, and yeah, so that's doing nice. Okay, hope you all got that. NZD CAD was another one. We got in at 84 dot. That was a Friday trade signal. Well, as you can see, that shot the lights out. Brilliant, 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 brilliant. We're here 100, just under 120 pips in profit. Unless you haven't done it, please, I beg of you, and you're in this trade, modify it. Don't leave it in a loss. Modify it. I think you can make it 83.20. 83.20. More point 83.20. This way you're building in 80 pips profit, whatever happens, and you might get more. There's no reason why you shouldn't get more. Our TP is at 82.55. It's sort of flirty with the TP. Not quite there yet. That might happen later on. But whatever happens, it's a TP, or you're stopped out, you're on a winner if you do as suggested. Okay. All happy with that one. Don't join it now. I'm talking about the guys who took the trade on Friday. Okay. Another trade we did on Friday was URGBP. Morning, Dirk. URGBP. That was a buy at what have you got down here? 88.31. Well, I wouldn't say it's screaming along Ferrari fashion, but at least it's in a profit, 20 pips. So from Friday's trade, 2 modify in beautiful profit, 1 slight profit, 1 slightly down. So AUD's minus 20, your EURGBP is plus 20, that evens out. So overall net, you should be in the handsome profit on those 4 trades from Friday. We can quickly check on Thursday. We had a couple out signals on Thursday. GBP CHF was a sell at 1188. Just give me a catch up here, guys. Review of the trades you're in. 1188. Well, clearly that's 100 pips in profit from Thursday. If you haven't already, unless you take profit, then never mind. All right. But if you haven't taken profit, it was 1293. Clearly, you'll leave it there. You can move it to 1.1120, giving yourself a 68 pip profit if you get stopped out. And if it continues further down, you might even hit the TP. Another very nice trade, I might say myself. Got that, guys? Jot it down. Question, want to say it again, that's fine. AUD NZD was a sell at 1.0782. Also on Thursday. That's not doing so well. Okay, that's not doing so well. That is not doing well. That's 30, just over 35 pips in the negative. Having said that, we're still in it. Maybe it'll pull back. We just could hope on that one. But the small negative on that is more than offset by the 3 big profit takers. So we're okay on that. Euro CAD, then that's doing very well. I got stopped out on that one. Didn't do well at all, that one. I think that was a fundy affected, American fundy affected, even though it's Canadian. Yeah, 46.51. Stop loss at 46.55. I think we got stopped out on that one. Not quite. Flirt of the stop loss, and I think recovered. Just, I don't know if you're still in. According to me here, you should, in theory, still be in, unless the spread stops you out. But if you're still in, it's flirting with it. Yeah, well, yeah, if you're in, yeah, I can't do much about that. But just hang on in there, it might come right. So this one, flirt with the stop loss. AUD-NZD is down, but it's not a tragic, it's 30 pips. AUD-JPY is down 20, Euro GBP is up 20. All the other three are in handsome profits. So out of those 7 trades, if you did them all, stuck with the rules, stuck with the signals, etc., your net profit should be pretty damn good. Okay, pretty damn good. Okay, all happy with that. Right, yeah, the momentum EJ strategy. We had a sell sent out on the EJ on Thursday. US dollar JPY. That was a sell. That's not doing too well. You might have been stopped. You should have been stopped out on that one. That didn't do too well. Little line through that one. This is the EJ one. The EUR as the other one on Friday was EUR NZD. Okay, EUR NZD was a buy at 75.44, 75.44. Okay, this is the EJ one. You know, 75.44. Clearly, that is just under 200, about 180 pips in profit. What a pleasure. Stick with it clearly. Modify the stop in a normal way. So that's clearly a runaway success. CAD CHF, it's not quite so pretty. Let's look at this one. CAD CHF was a sell at 42. And that's not doing so well. It's 66, 62, beg your pardon, 62 in my writing. 20 pips in the negative. The other one's 180 in the positive. So that's overall net up nicely on that. So that's the EJ trades. Nice profit, the other ones profits. 10 trades in all, overall net profit probably around about 250 pips, something like that, which is not bad for a couple of days. Right, so if you stuck with the rules, you should be fine. So what's the downside? You need capital. A lot of guys would have had the capital to take them all. That's why it is important to have capital. You might have, if you're short of capital, had a choice. You might have picked the wrong ones. You might have picked the I don't know. You might have picked the AUD NZD or if the one didn't go wrong, didn't go so right because you can't choose. You haven't got enough capital. That's the problem. But the guy's got the capital, managed to take those 10 trades. Will be in a handsome profit. So that's good news. We didn't even talk about the gold just now. Actually, started at the beginning of the session. Okay, the gold we like as a trade, in order, by the way, guys. Gold at 2010. So if you like the look of this trade, suggest you go in with a pending order, buy limit order at 2010, make it 1990 as your stop loss, and put it 2048 as your TP. We had it up just now, and then you can risk it at 36 Rand for 0.01. So that's the gold one. So you can put a pending order on that one. Okay. Right. This is a CHF JPY for short. It's a bit overcooked. I take your point. Not short, just because overcooked. You want it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 working days. That's nearly 2 weeks. 8 working days of momentum. So it's like to be a bit of a pullback. I agree. But I don't know the extent of the pullback. It's going against a very strong trend. It is at resistance. So I think there'll be some profit taking around the figure of 150, and there could be a chance to be a bit of a pullback. The problem is I don't know the extent of it. So personally speaking, I'd rather not trade it downwards, but rather hope it pulls back to get another entry. The guys who took it with the trading room last week or whenever it was, I can't remember. It's, you know, I think it was last week, if I'm right, or a little bit earlier than that. Anyway, it was this month, some stage would have hit the TP. So pleased to tell you they hit the TP. I think we might get another chance, but I'd rather buy a pullback. How far to buy the pullback? So it gets out of the way. Could come down to here. Put a little line there to see. It's quite a long way back. If you want to trade it down, you can at your discretion. It's quite a big pullback. It's 160 pips, so it could come back that far. I'm still nervous of selling it, even though I think it might be a bit of a pullback, because I don't know how big that pullback's going to be, and it could continue rising up. It's a very strong current. You soon get to sell it. on the basis we expect some profit taking. On that basis, I would agree with you, but I'm not sure I'd be chasing it on that basis alone. Okay, Marius. So if you want to do it, you know the score. It's up to you. But I'm not going to put out an advice on or suggestion that one shorts it. Rather buy the pullback, in my opinion. Okay. Right. AUDCHF. This will be on the strategy, so we'll do this quickly. It can take long on the strategy, pretty quick and easy. AUDCHF, a sell clearly, 1 hour, just about in there. My only problem with that Gerard, is it's taken out pretty thoroughly. It's come off. It's only an hour. It looks like a hell of a lot. It's only an hour. It's only 15 pips. Is that right? It's only about 10 pips. Yeah, I think just wait for the opening. Is almost certainly likely at 10 o'clock. So let's going to put this down for 10 o'clock. Just give me a moment. We'll write the date moving down. Today is 170423. AUDCHF. But yeah, I agree with you, but just wait for it. All right, okay. So we went a while back, that's now 4 years ago, yeah. So just to see if you get a little bit better, and then we can spend it down. Let's have a look at the weekly. This is the monthly. Yeah, cool. Look at that. Way back in 2019, you're right. Plenty down, but remember on this one, we don't put a TP, it's just a stop loss of 50 pips, 90 around a micro. Just see if you can get a little bit of a momentum back again. Just give it a few moments, and then 10 o'clock, just to remind me, we can look at it then for an EJ. Okay, thank you, Howard. NZD CAD, of course, Mr. Ken. NZD CAD. Where NZD CAD one? When did we do that one? Haven't we written down here recently? Going back a bit. NZD. Oh, that's right. That's right. The wrong piece of paper. Beg your pardon. NZD, I think just above the round figure, about 20 pips above the round figure. Yeah. Make it 83.20 or 0.8320. Okay. All right there, Ken. Come to the GBP in a minute. Euro NZD.
You are saying 8220.
No, 83. It can't be 822. That's impossible. It's got to be above the stop. 83.20. 0.8320.
Okay, thanks, mate.
Okay, no problem. NZD CAD. I got sorry, NZD. We'll talk Euro NZD. Beg your pardon. Euro NZD. On the daily, or clearly obviously a buy. On the hourly, just coming up. So I'll make a quick note of that one as well. Euro NZD. I should get a confirmation buy at 7 o'clock. Give me a couple of minutes. Thanks. Gerard, yeah. For so long. Oh, hang on. It wasn't there. I beg your pardon. For sell long, with contradiction, you mean to buy it. Buy long, sell short. I wouldn't be buying it now. Be honest, I wouldn't buy it now. Even that's trying to take this out. It's had a bit of a longer run. I think just we'll use the EJ for this one. I wouldn't jump in as a trade. Okay. GB, we'll come to explain the EJ in a minute, guys. I don't know what Eddie's on about. GBP CHF. A sell. Yeah, I like the sell. We've already got a trade out. I mean, I think we just modified the stop. But to chase it now, I'm not sure I'll be too keen on that. No, I think don't buy it. Rather get a better price and sell it down to a little bit close to the problem with daily target here of about 20 pips. To go to the weekly, you got to look for something worthwhile. Probably aim down here, which should definitely give you plenty. Maybe aim down there or something, but I'd say get a better price. Don't chase the moment. Okay. Momentum GBP, daily, clearly obvious. Guess another one. It's another one we can look at as well. GBP, VHF, all going to wait for 10 o'clock. That's a separate. Okay, right. Just want to explain that quickly, but just give me a moment. Quite a few cups of tea this morning in the boys' room. Hang on a second.
Ja.
En je hebt schroeven weer als de movie. They saw someone.
Okay, right. Where were we? Okay. What this is, just a purely a trading room. Hang on, I'm just going to put you on mute. Background. Don't forget to tell me if you want to chat. Obviously, read the trading room, so you can not be interrupted. Okay, right. Where were we? Okay. Now, this is purely, I want to make this clear to anybody new to this. This is purely, we evolved this from the trade room a couple of weeks ago. We call it the EJ, or after a guy called Etienne Joubert, who mentioned it to me as an idea, and I looked at it and I thought it was quite good. Or momentum strategy, if I think that sounds more I don't know, more better jargon, I don't know. But EJ or momentum strategy, MS or DJ, whatever. It's nothing to do with the trades you get sent out to you. Completely get this understood. Nada to do with that. Purely the trading room. That's what I was on about just now, and it's completely separate. You can do a GBP CHF and ignore it, but do an EJ principal one and do it. You can do it on both structures with different setups. This is completely separate. You can have two separate trades in the same instrument based on that factor. If you're doing a journal, keep it separate. I've got a separate journal for it. Okay, right. So how it works is I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use that in Arbitrage. Let's go to the GBP USD. Doesn't really matter. I'll just pick it out. First of all, you make sure you're on the daily. Then you go to GBP USD. All you do now is you check, is it in the buy zone or in the sell zone? Ignore the 100-day moving average. It's between the blue and the brown. That is the neutral zone. If the price action is in the neutral zone, you ignore it and go on to the next one. If it's in the buy zone, which it clearly is, all you do is go straight to the hour one and see, because you're going to be buying it, is it above there? Well, clearly, yes, it is. So we can say, what about this one, guys? Just stumble upon this one. This would be a buy on that theory, because we're going with the trend, we're going with the momentum. It's pulled back, but it's still in the buy zone. It's above the blue and the brown. Then you go to the 1 hour, and then you see, is it above? Because you're buying. If it's below, you want to wait till it's above. It's clearly above. So you go in and you don't put a TP in, you just put a stop loss in, and it's 50 pips, 50 pips. So your stop loss clear, if you went in now, would be what's that? 124.10 minus 50, 123.60, and then it's 90 rand. You don't have to check the calculator at all. It's 90 rand per 0.01, or 90 rand a micro. If you like it, you can work out your own volumes because you know it's 90 rand a micro. And then what you do is you modify the stop or put a trading stop in and keep it at 50, or and just keep it going. So either stopped out or it eventually comes below. So if you bought on the momentum strategy here, you'd be holding above and above and above, and it's still holding above, it's still holding until it comes below, and you'd be out there. Okay, that's the idea. If you're selling short, which you wouldn't be because it's in the buy zone, you'd done okay actually, but that'd be against the rules. Rather stick to it. The rules. Only time you would look outside that is you want to just check your economic calendar. You don't go in the GBP USD when a major GBP or USD economic fundamental is about to be released. That could actually change the system completely, as you probably know by now. So there isn't anything big on that either of those two today. It's really worth getting too worried about. So from the principle of the momentum strategy, that's a buy. So I'm going to put it down because that is a buy. GBP, USD, buy, 90 Rand a micro, 1.214. That's the buy, not the sell. So using the buy, and let's get 1, 2, 3, 6, 4 EP SL, and the time was 10 o'clock. Let's look at the others now. 10 o'clock, so we've got that one. Has it? Is it? No, it has. You see the time there. I've got the time up there, 10:02:25, and now it's 10:02:25. So that's fine. It's a bit slow. It's moving. Okay, now we'll look at the others that I've mentioned. AUD-CHF. That should have opened below, which it did. So if you want to take that one, because it's 50 pips up there, so yeah, it says 50 pips up the way there. That's quite nice. It's even right out the way. So it's a nice trade that. Right out the way in the Audi. So that's another one. Just give me a moment while I write this down. AUD-CHF. Okay, and that would be at 59.83. Naught point, and 0 points are short, so the above that would be 30. So that'd be 6033 is your stop loss. Again, as always, 90 bucks. Now we can look at the other one was mentioned, EURNZD. Go to the daily. EURNZD. Yeah, EURNZD. Just check again, clearly in the buy zones above the blue and the brown. See I'm going this morning, everyone? And it's above this guy here, so that's fine. So we can do that, 177.24. So the stop would be 1.7224. Is that right? 7224. $77.24, 76. What am I talking about? 76. What's 50 on that? 72. What am I talking about? 76, 74, 76, 74. Beg your pardon. 76, 74. So my writing down is confusing. That's my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. Sorry, 76, 74 is your stop. As always, it's 90 bucks a micro, and that's at 10 o'clock. The other one was GBP-CHF. Go back to daily. This is the momentum strategy we're talking about here. GBP-CHF. Clearly a sell, we know that. Go on to hourly. It's below there. You can do it. That would be 1.1080, 1.1130 GBP. CHF, sell, SL, that's that down. Was there any others? Those correct. GBP, and that was okay. So those four you can look at. Yeah, coming out Wednesday. This is Monday. Don't worry about that one. No. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So there we are. So those. So let's go over it quickly again. Who didn't get that? Let's pick an arbitrary. Let's go GBP CAD. What the hell? See what it's got to say. First of all, daily. Anything coming up on the what you call it, economic fundamentals? No. So all you do is GBP CAD. Where's the daily? Here's the 200. Okay, 200 is there, the 50 is there, so in the buy zone. No problem there. So we look to buy it. Is it above the red? Yes, it is. Bloody hell. Arbitrary on that one. So there we are. If you want that one as well. Make sure you got free margin if you're taking them. Otherwise, you can't do it. CAD, buy. 1.16579. 1.6529, correct? EPSL. There we are. Let's try another one now. Let's go get some down here. Let's go back to the AUDs. Got a few here. AUD, CAD. Anyone not got the idea of this? Interact, ask. I think a lot of guys just leave because they understand. They don't interact, so they leave, and of course that can help anybody. That's a sell. That's a sell. There's a hell of a lot of it. Probably got enough by now. So if you want to take the other ones, you can. But I just want to go with one last. So you've all got the idea. We'll go to an indices. We use the indices, either Dow Micro or the NAS Micro. It's 100 pips stock, by the way, not 50 with the volatility. This is cleared in the buy zone. Go to the daily. You could do that. I think it's being overcooked, but you get the general idea. So everyone understood that. Okay, so there's quite a few. Sometimes you get an avalanche of trades. And you think, I haven't got enough money, what a pity. There are days where you can't find one. You can't beg buy a bloody trade. There's just nothing there. It happens. Often that's life. Famine or feast or famine. But at the moment we've got quite a few out. You can probably find a couple more. But the bottom line is, as long as you get the idea. What we're trying to do on the momentum EJ strategy is to see if we can average around about 125 to 150 pips a week net profit, or should we say 550, 600 pips a month net profit. So far, we're definitely out of the game. It wasn't very good. A couple of weeks ago, we had a bad run. Not we did, the world did, because of the tussle in the banks, the interest rates. It was all over the place. I mean, we did okay with the EJ, about 50-50, which is a lot better than the rest of the world doing on normal strategies. It was a tough time, but it came up 50-50. Last week, I'll just show you there, was fabulous. We were way, just the last week, we're way ahead of the market. So we'll review it now and again and just see how it's doing. But at the moment, I hope you're keeping journals, those who are doing it, like Herald, Fundy, or whatever. And in theory, if you stuck to the rules, you should be doing okay. Right. All clear. Okay, that's covered quite a bit today. So going back, before I forget, right click, go to templates and save your templates, guys. So if anybody new in here hasn't done that, please do so immediately. So you won't have any problems, you lose your charts. Right click on a blank place the chart, go down to templates, save the template, and then put your name in and then press save. So when you lose your charts, it often happens, you press the wrong button, whatever reason you lose it, or you right click, go to templates, and then pick the one you saved, or and then just click on it. Obviously, it's simple. Okay, so don't forget to do that. Anything you want to know about the properties of any instrument, just left click on the one of your choice, right click, left click on specification, and that will give you the information, the margins, contract size, all the rest of it. Just so you know. If you're not sure, take a note and say, please, you run that by me again. Interact. Unfortunately, we're not computers where we just get it downloaded. Go interact, take notes, and make sure you understand it. If you understand it, it's fine. Parrot fashion won't work. Go understand it. Okay. So other ones really no problem. Most of the stuff we've covered, you're probably aware of anyway. So yeah, it is vital. What else can I say? Take notes and make sure if I'm going too fast or not sure what I'm talking about, I will try and explain it. Don't say I don't know what you're talking about and not go off in a huff. If I can't explain it, somebody else will. Okay. All right. Everyone got the position size calculator, and you all got that one. You should have all now got the economic fundamentals saved, the yields on 10-year, and the what should we call it, the DXY. I noticed nobody asked any questions on it, so I'm assuming they understand it and why, because they haven't asked any questions on it. Okay. And so that's the information. Okay. If you don't ask, I can't answer because I don't know. Okay, sure. You go to specification, let's pick Brent. Left click, right click, left click on specification. Contract size on Brent is 100. It gives you the spread, gives you the the maintenance margin, and the information's there for you. Okay. All good? Right. All good. Any questions? The ones that interact usually end up the ones that do quite well, so it's important. I see some new faces in here. Claire, you good there? Any questions? Anything you're not sure of? Remember, I do it every day, so sometimes I forget people beginning. Just remind me, and I'll re-emphasize it. The major thing is so you can learn. But I wish people would ask, because if they don't ask, I can't help them. Okay, good stuff. Right. Any questions? Anything on the strategy side you'd like to have ask or enlighten on or question? Anything on the trading side? Our trades are going well, and I hope well, obviously it will continue, but prepare yourself when they don't go so well. That's happens, it's life. What you can control is knowledge basis. What you can't control is the markets. Nobody control that. There's millions of people buying, selling. So that we want to concentrate on the movements of that rather than putting wrong amounts because we didn't know, or volumes. We got the tools for that, which you can control. So anything you want lightning on it, or anything like that, just mention, because that's what the trading on is for. All good? Just a few names there. I think I recognize quite a few. And D-Suite, I think you, hope you understand everything. Claire, Gus, is that pronounced properly? Is there Dylan Thomas? After Milt Wood, if anyone knows who he is, the Welsh poet, which I'm sure it's spelled differently. I think most of the other names are fairly familiar. Merrill Barnard's a new person. I hope you're all good there. If you're not sure, please, I beg of you, interact. I think most of the other names look fairly familiar. Just say, if you're not sure, repeat it again, more than happy. If it's moving on trades, obviously I've got time because we've got to get the guys trading. But if it's quite in between, I'm more than happy to help on that. I can certainly do that with pleasure. There's two which are internationally used, and I very strongly suggest you have them. It's the blue one, which is the 50-day simple moving average, and the brown one, which is the 200. If you choose those colors, you can. If you choose another color, it's entirely up to you. If you've got a black background, choose the color clearly you can see. But I use blue and brown. You can choose whatever you like. Dark blue and brown, I'm quite happy with. But you choose whatever you like. The major thing is you've got to have them on there. Once you've got them on there, you save them. So you put on the 250. That is a strong suggestion, internationally used. Also, if you want to do the EJ momentum strategy we talked about, you will need to have the 10-day moving average, which is the maroon one there. As an extra one, I quite like the black one, which is a 100-day. It's not as necessary as these two and that one there, but it is a help. Why do I have them on? It indicates a filter in a strong, a neutral, or a weak zone, and it acts as an area of support resistance. Look how it came down and bounced. Look how it came down and bounced and bounced and bounced. You get the idea. So we got a breakthrough. Then it went up and tested it. Then it went straight down again. See how useful it can be. Not every time. I get that. That's why we have stop losses. We're going to be right in time. I mortgage my house and put everything on it and forget about a stop loss because I know it's going to be all right. But we work on area of probability. My aim is to try and get 2 out of 3 overall. I've had runs of about a dozen on the trot that win. Never had a dozen lose on the trot, but I've had probably about 5 or 6 lose on the trot. It happens. You get disillusion, you lose self-confidence, you get down. It just happens. But I'm afraid it will still happen. The market is got and wait for you. It does its own thing. Millions of people buy and sell all different strategies. You get the idea. A lot of variables out there. But if you get these sort of strategies right, I'll tweak them a little bit. Yeah, they seem to do okay. Control those emotions. Too many guys getting out too quickly, modifying the stock too close, panicking, etc. Jumping in because you see it's going against them. Sorry, jumping out goes against them. Jumping in again with a sell. It was a previous buy order. that's running around all over the place. That will just in the end come back and bite. Get a strategy, stick with it. Know you're going to get losses, get your volumes correct, and then you'll find your losses should be, let's say, 1, and you hopefully possibly, let's say, 1.5 or to 2, sometimes better. That's how you do it. Okay, and then don't forget, by the way, Claire and guys, if you put those on, you like those moving averages, don't forget right click and then go and save the template as mentioned there. Okay, 250 is about as essential as it gets. I think they're worth more than 2 dozen bloody stochastics, bloody Williamson terms or Williams or whatever you call them. Heike, I can't pronounce some of these things, but very important. 100 is very useful in my opinion in a 10-day. If you want to do the momentum, you got to have it, but you don't have to. But the 50 and the 200 are very strong. I like all 4 of them. But the thing is, the shorter term ones, often you get people with personal opinions. You get a guy who put a very good argument for a 15-day exponential and a 25-day simple, or a 7 and a 12, or 3 of them, 7, 15, and 21, or whatever. Don't argue, it's their choice, they're happy, leave them alone. That's personal choice, but these 2 are internationally used. And it's important because they become self-fulfilling. It's a bit like a great pothole on the road. You know, it's common sense. You see it, you slow the car, stop the car, or go around it. So everybody can see it. Get the idea. Okay, hope that's all cool. Oh, unmute. Sorry, Ken. Beg your pardon. Just saw that now. Sorry about that, Ken. Just saw it now. Give me the answering Claire's question. Go for it, Ken.
Yes, mate. Yeah, remember last week when I told you about the 2 trades, NZD-CAD and EuroCAD?
Yeah.
Now the EuroCAD has hit the stop loss, as I was suspecting that it will be the insurance of the other one or the other way around.
Yeah.
So I think I had a point when I said that sometimes when you take a trade, you look at the base currency and the code currency. We need to consider the fact that you can't go against yourself, you know. At some point you will get caught up, because if one currency is getting weak and the other one is getting stronger, you might find yourself on the wrong side or even breaking even.
I think so, yeah. Okay. But as I say, you know, that one didn't do too well, but the other one did fantastically well. And the other one did better than this one, hitting the stop loss. So let's say you should come out net ahead on those 2. I'm not talking to you, to be honest, talking to everybody. It's quite normal. I've done it, everybody does, it's natural. You're so scared this thing goes up and down, and you take it away from you, you move your stop close. In the end, you get stopped out, and you would have made 100. Now you made 90 pips for argument's sake, and then it goes on, you could have made 200. If you're worried about it, either cap your position, not close it, cap your position, or just take it. If you don't put a 10 in, if you're going to put a 10, you might as well just take it. You know, bank it, you know what I'm saying? You must keep a wide stop. Otherwise, you're going to get stopped down the noise.
Yes,
Everyone,
because you know, I had a good feeling that the momentum of the other one was very strong. So I did have a feeling that I should close it, but I hesitated. Even at 12 o'clock tonight, I looked at it, I hesitated. I wanted to close because I was happy with the other one, you see. Then boom, I wake up in the morning, it has hit the stop loss. But now the other one is making up for the other one, which is very nice.
yeah.
And with the gold also, I could have went in at around 2006 in the middle of the night, well, 1 o'clock this morning. But then I read the fundamentals and they said something negative about the gold. But now I'm also regretting that. I could have just went in. So I said I must just wait for the trading room and hear what is everyone's views with the gold. But I'm happy I'm back in now.
Good enough. They're going to send these out. So they're just had a call from the office for levels. That's why I'm doing this. Give me a moment.
And mate, I must say something also. I think our strategy is working a bit better than our normal signals. There's a lot of improvement made. All of a sudden, my screen is all blue.
Ah, brilliant. Well, all we want, doesn't matter the normal or whatever, but a strategy that works. We're looking at pips, not rounds, remember, guys? Then once you get us, let's say a month or even 3 months where you find you're netting at least 150 a week. Instead of trying to net 200 or 300 pips a week, stick with that and just increase your prediction size. Second, we'll write this down for the company. Just give me a moment, guys. I've got to type this out and send it out to the guys. Will be a few moments and see the contract will be gobbledygook otherwise. So DJP1. Ah, shit, the thing's sold. Guys that took it doing all right in the trade, and we can sell for the guys. Putting a pending then. You know, took that trade, they're doing okay so far. So I have to put a pending to send out to the guys there. 104, 238, 312, 416, 185 is 370, 85, 15, 555, 614, right. Oops. Fine. 85. Yeah, that's right. Why can't we work out themselves? We'll get people with this. 2, 8, 270. Do it. Yeah, that's right. Good. Okay, there we go. Get this out of the way. Sorry about that. Just had to get to that. Yeah, because once it wants the levels, but I mean, you know, sitting quite in the opposite to do that. Okay, well, anyone take that trade? Because they did, well, they're about 20 pip profit. 200 modify the stop as yet, but at least it's going in the right direction. Dylan, I wouldn't be selling gold. We're buying the retracement on gold. I want to get about 2010 or better. It comes long, by the way. If 2010 or better is what I'm looking at. Remember getting on the bid, sorry, getting on the buy or the ask. So ignore that figure if you're buying. That's the spread. You're getting on this figure here. Okay, it's getting out. Must be on it. This gets going on it. Yeah, that's good. Oh, that's right. It's going to tell you my due tips. Give me a second, guys. I've got to send this out. Okay. Yeah, I'm just going to put my number up here. A couple of caveats on that. I just want to mention, I'm licensed in the regulatory body FSDA to advise and assist your trading journey. I'm not there to help you open an account. That's your account manager. The details, if you don't already have them, will be on the portal. And you do with text, you go to live chat, text support. But if the trading manager comes to me direct on the WhatsApp. However, if it's anything to do with a demo account, please not. Anything below 500, I can't help you. 500 upwards, you can. And if you have 2.5 grand or $150 or more, whichever currency you're in, let me know and I'll upload you to the QTVIP WhatsApp group where you get extra signals and daily morning economic updates. So there it is. There you go.
Hey, mate.
Yeah.
Please send the position size calculator. I think I'm using a new device now.
I can't send it. You've got to go to the tech support on the live chat. They'll download to your laptop.
Okay.
I've mentioned this before in the trade room. I have to admit, tech is not my strong point. They ain't going to make me chairman of the board of the Google IT section anytime soon, put it that way. Yeah, so I'm an old bugger. So yeah, I can do a platform, that's all right. If you want to go into high-tech stuff, then go to tech support or Clinton. He's very cool on technology. I'm pretty sure I have. Did you not get a morning update this morning? Just check anyway for you. Pretty sure I have. Just give me a moment to check. Momar. Yes, I have. You should have got your update this morning. You should have got the gold signal sent on the WhatsApp. Do you not get on the WhatsApp? Just send it out now. Okay, that's fine. So there you are. You got my number. I've got your number, mate. Okay, it's there anyway. But it wouldn't affect you because you already know that. Okay. So now it's come back to 28010 or better. So if you do like the trade, then you can look at a buy on that one. Okay, good enough. Good is good enough. Right, where are we? Yep. Okay, so just tack off a couple of things. Position size calculator only for the laptop. You have to go to the App Store if you have a phone, and you get it by live chat. Technical support. If you need anything to do with the intermediary areas, what you do then is you go to your portal and you go to your account manager. Anything to do with trading advice or something like that, you can come to me. Yeah, I think that's all clear. Don't forget to save your charts as mentioned. You know now how to get the information underneath a particular one. Let's have a look at gold. You left click, right click on it, and then you left click on specification. Give the contract size, in this case it's 10, and the maintenance margin or deposit there for all there. Okay, you're clear on that. You should all have the economic calendar, the yields on the 10-year note, and the DXY. Copy, save, and minimize your laptop to refer to them. The importance of it is that the 10-year note, we're not looking at the bond itself, we're looking at the yields, and the yields is like the interest rate you get on that particular treasury note or paper or bond. And that means if that goes up and the dollar goes up, it often means the gold will go down in the opposite direction. Also, you sometimes see if that doesn't happen, you might have the yields come down, but gold still goes up. Why does that happen? It's because the fear factor. If there's a lot of worries out there, people turn to gold. If we get another bank collapse, gold goes through the roof. You get the idea. I'll do it now if you put a yes or no. Just tap it out, yes or no, like now.
Sorry, Roger, are you talking? There's no sound on my side. Sorry, Roger, you're on mute.
Yeah, I can hear me all right now. Okay, I've unmuted. You should be able to hear me all right now. Thanks for I didn't know that. You went off to lost to Dewberry. Okay, so the momentum ones are it was. Okay. Really irritating. This keeps going on and off. Racket in the background. There's my internet connection is unstable. Yeah. A bit late. The DJPY might get a better price. Some guys jumping anywhere. It's up to them. But that's to get in like we did at 14. So if you got the trading room idea earlier on, you've been a bit of profit at the moment. Remember to unmute this time. Yeah, hoping this roots will kick into the backup. Yeah, I know that you can now. I hope you can hear me all right. Okay, I'm on the router now. I hope you're going to get a little less hassle. Don't know what's wrong with that fiber, but I hope you can hear me all right now, etc.
Yes, much better. Thanks, Roger.
Thank you. Sorry about the inconvenience, not out of my control. Luckily, I've got the backup, so we're all right for the moment. Just takes a bit of time to swap it over and pick it up on the backup one. So it's useful to get a router if you have it. If you don't have one, I mean. All right, now we're back in business. Okay, good stuff. All right. Okay, yeah. So the two trades got out this morning, NZD-JPY slight profit. You got the trading a little bit earlier, and gold, is it happening at all? It's back above 210, just slightly below. So if you want to do that one, it's come off a little bit to get a decent price. So if you want to go in, yeah, there it is. Okay. Okay, all good. Any questions, guys? Anything else you want to go over? Anything or two just to clarify again, or something you mentioned earlier on, you weren't sure what I was talking about, or I went too quickly, just cover that again. Just let me know and we'll go back. Like Anne-Marie says, can you run by something? I do it, and it's all cleared up.
Yes, mate.
Always remember, things that keep happening. Oh, this is getting ridiculous. That's right, survival. Hope you can hear me.
Hey, mate.
Yeah, it's really giving a hassle. This. For those who can make it, because as I say, it's driving you and me insane. This keeping out, done that very often, and then the background noise makes it possible. But it doesn't matter. It's only another 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was saying, mate, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Yeah, it's quite terrible. I was saying, in future, I think at some point you have to, you can write down those principles of our strategy, exactly the moving averages we look at and all, just break it down in writing so that all of us can be able to do it, maybe when we are not here or when we are on our own. I think I need that from you, please, mate.
It's quicker. I can take off that day. Confuse me. Take one, pick one, anything you like, pick one. Now let's pick it out of not the shares, by the way. It's going to be indices or
Euro USD again.
Anyone not get that? Can't help you with this bloody racket in the back, I must admit. Anyway, it's below. So it's above, it's a buy, and a neutral, ignore. If it's a below, it's a sell. No more, no less. That's clearly a buy. On the 1 hour, it's straddling it, so you would be buying it as yet. Okay, simple as that. It's very difficult to explain this racket going on. I'll explain again at 4 o'clock. Hopefully, be blah, and then you'll get it because it's not that difficult when it's explained to you without background racket. It's happening all the time. We keep moving to there because I can't think straight with that. So I'm going to call it off now. It's only a few minutes to go anyway, and we'll